I'm going to embarrass you. So in interviews all day, people have been like, how's Shailene's dress? My answer is always that you do an incredible job of capturing the authentic young woman that she is. And I was wondering how you, I feel like you have chosen those kinds of roles a lot. And I'm wondering how you go about preparing to portray a character in an authentic way. I guess that's every actor's goal, but I'm just wondering how you personally do it.
For me, I think I always say I have a really good BS meter. I can read something and be like, that's truthful, that's not. That would happen in real life, that wouldn't. And luckily for this role, you kind of did my job for me because you wrote the book. And so the night before, if I ever had a question about the scene, I could just read the book. And you sort of filled in all the lines because it is written from Trish's head. But my approach isn't really to do a lot of research or to do a lot of character study. It's kind of memorizing your lines, showing up, and then being a professional listener to what the other person is saying. Because if you say something, then that evokes a natural human emotion. And I guess I try to be very observant in life to see how certain things affect certain people. And I guess I just apply that.
Awesome. Wow. Sort of a follow-up is there anything you feel like the characters you've been attracted to playing have in common? Or, I don't know, something in particular that draws you to a role? Is it kind of like a case-by-case thing?
I'm really attracted to stories that make me feel something when I read them. If I'm not affected when I read the script, or in this case, I read the book because there wasn't a script when I became attached. Or there was a script, but it wasn't the one we ended up using. I felt very affected by the book, and I laughed and I cried, and it took me sort of on a roller coaster of emotions, and that's what I look for in a screenplay. And I know immediately if I have butterflies, then it's something that I should chase after, and if I don't, then it's something to be wary of. Which was really crazy with this project because big franchises have always terrified me. It's a big deal, sort of. If they do well, your life can kind of change, and that's a little bit daunting. So for this movie, I was a little bit terrified, and then I read the book, and I got butterflies, and I was like, oh, God, now what? Now I have no choice.
Well,
I'm
glad that you
in.
did. At least that. Well, sweet. It's funny, you use the word daunting, and everyone's like, dauntless! Be dauntless! Choose Divergent. That should be some kind of tagline. Okay, so I found out on set that you're kind of a badass. Since you're always climbing up high things, standing on high ledges, and wanting to do more and more of your own stuff. And so I was wondering, I'd heard that you did a little survivalist training before you took this role. And I was wondering what motivated that and how that experience was for you.
I was motivated by it sort of in the same way that Trish is motivated by things, to sort of just become a more sovereign human being and be an independent thinker and also an independent doer. And so the survival skill things just came from the fact that I was like, if something happened, I think there's a hurricane in New York called Hurricane Sandy, and the electricity went out, and I heard stories from my friends where they're like, we didn't have water for a week, and we couldn't take a hot shower, and we almost froze to death. And these stories freaked me out because I realized I had no idea how to survive if in the city if something happened. So I started taking Krav Maga, sort of as a fun self-defense hobby, and along with that, learned how to make fire and do all sorts of random weird things. But it was fun. It started off as a hobby, and then it became more of a practicality, and it really helped me get this role, I think.
Awesome. Well, I know who I'm going to find if there's ever a zombie apocalypse. I'm also going to go to a Costco. Do you know what Costco is? It's like...
Yeah.
Yeah, it has all the supplies in great abundance.
Yeah.
At low prices.
Super
I feel like Costco should pay me right now.
Do you have Costco in the UK? Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know if it was... Okay.
I've been so mean to Americans about Costco. Mean to myself about Costco, but you guys have
a worldwide problem, Costco. Okay, a couple quick ones, and then I think we're going to start signing. Or Shailene's going to go. I'm going to sign, because I wrote the book. Do you remember? Yeah, okay. Faction for yourself?
You said something. If I have to choose one, I can't choose.
Yeah, you can't be Divergent right now.
Okay, well, you said something, and I'm stealing what you've said. I would just be factionless. I don't want to have to choose one thing.
Okay.
You said that yesterday, and I was like, yes, you're smart, you wrote the book, you know what you're talking about.
Arguably. Okay, because I mean, because we're in England and because I'm a Potterhead, Hogwarts house.
Gryffindor for sure.
Yay!
What do you think she would be?
Ravenclaw.
Hufflepuff, guys!
Guys, come on!
We're well, just and loyal, or something. I think that's the line. Okay, alright, so we're both probably going to need a vacation after this, so I'm wondering what your dream trip is.
Oh man. Hot springs. Anywhere that has hot springs. Hot springs, an abundance of amazing people who are not wearing makeup and have hairspray in their hair. And no high heels and no dresses.
My hair's like a candy shell.
Yeah, mine is too.
We have the same hair now. Great. Okay, well, thanks so much for coming and for joining us. You guys want to give a round of applause?